kind of invincible bore. It was her. There is no future for us. The story too. The sun sent his son, Arkol, here. They were called the Dominion of the Horned One. Then Arkol created us, the 7 Savvarah tribes. The Lokan were not immoral, but they aged very slowly. They decided to send her to her arena, quite noble. I don't like violence. Oh, Kira. There were no other lizards in the arena. She had no chance of surviving. The passage appeared in the wall of the arena. There was a deafening roar which seemed to even make the walls tremble. Some masters startled, then laughed. Huge monster entered the arena. Oh. It had thick fur, which simply unthinkable for these places. It looked exceedingly big standing next to Kira. A massive body, powerful limbs, and gigantic muzzle with sharp-toothed jaws. The monster rushed at Kira. I would watch the shudder as she darted around the arena, barely managing to dodge the rapid leaps of the colossal creature. She won't last long, Haras knew it. That moment seemed to Haras that time had slowed down, and the sounds had subsided. The whole world had become mute. He looked around. Masters were having fun, talking casually. And his brothers? His swan brothers looked around with indifferent dead eyes. Some Savvarans looked at the arena with a grin. Haras was no longer listening to what the Loka were saying. Their speech seemed distant. Only a jumbled sound could be heard. When suddenly Katara's remark leaped out at him. By the way, I found this trinket at her place. What is it, a stone? Mine play with them too. Take a closer look. What is that, some kind of scribble? The sun, or what? Well, it looks like that, and the eldest claims he knows who gave her this. I didn't know that the lizards could draw. Shiver ran Haras' spine. The locals can't read minds, can they? How curious. Should we arrange a competition? An artist competition, huh? Bruce gazed out across the arena. Will he end up there himself, or would he execution right in the house? He turned and locked eyes with Osad. Who knows what was in the old man's gaze? Sadness, pity, or regret? Suddenly occurred to Hava. The old man knows everything. For the masters were just rubbish. It was even worse. The Savarians themselves grew to consider themselves rubbish. Hadas had lost many. His parents, his brothers, a sister, a friend. And they died in such a way that no one even remembered them now. They'll definitely kill him if he comes back. Definitely. Now he has no choice. He can bumbly return home or die with Kira. It's his fault after all. Do nothing, jump in the arena. I gotta jump. So suddenly he made up his mind. He moved to the edge of the arena, solely not to attract too much attention. The monsters did not glance at him, but the lizards did. First the edge of the parrot. The moment Hurst leaped over it. Really high up there, but Hurst was afraid to fall. Some of the tribe were the strongest, most well-built civilians. He landed on all fours. The beast was too busy to Kira to notice about it. Hurst rushed towards the beast. When the beast turned, Hurst was already too close. He jumped right on the beast with sharp claws and got the beast's muzzle. The monster growled. He whipped his head, trying to kick Hurst off. Hurst nearly fell off, but he took the beast's eyes out with his claws. Hurst needed a weapon. Spotted it looking at the row of fangs. He grabbed Fang. Rip the fang out. Thunderous growl. Take out another eye. Hurst swung. Oh. But that moment, a furious beast slammed his ground and clawed. Oh, back. Ah. I didn't save anywhere, so I don't... I understand what you mean by save often now. Okay. There is very close and alive. You are here for me. For you. How mad of you. Thank you. I'll help. refuse to help. Why would I refuse to help now? It's dumb. The beast looked fearsome, the huge trunk with jagged fang. They had more chance together. Kira is one of the Sakara tribe. They are fast and dexterous, distracted. They are knotted. So started to see how quickly she sprinted toward the beast. She thought she might be exhausted even as jumped into arena. She just dashed past the giant's paw, defying the evading swing. The beast lunged in pursuit, relentlessly reducing the distance between them. Finally, it overtook Kira. She managed to dodge his punch. The beast, legless, allowed to catch breath, but never tired or slowed down. And again, if it was a living rock, the monstrous creature was hurtling straight towards Kira. A rear attack. While the beast rushed toward Kira, she dodged at the last moment. The teeth of the beast snapped in the air. He mustn't be distracted, he must trust Kira. Otherwise, they both die here. He had no real weapon, just teeth, claws, and the beast's fang for a dagger. The neck of the beast is too stout, it won't be possible to strangle him. Harash jumped back, the beast grasped the hide with his sharp claw. Another blow, the claw went straight to the neck. The hide was thick, but the beast could definitely feel the pain. Wizard shook his head furiously side to side. Harab tried his best to distract the beast. She got too close and was struck by a huge paw. Rose managed to stay focused. Hearing her shriek, he seized the moment to plunge the fang into the beast's eye. Monster fled from side to side but roared and whirled. Crashed against the arena rise, tried to reach her out. The lizard crawled on the back of the monster head, ripping its throat apart. When it was over, Horace was breathing heavily. His fingers went numb, he covered in blood of the beast. He could feel the metallic taste of blood in his mouth. He struggled to get off the corpse. His body did not obey, his legs stared, but he found strength to run to Kira. She was alive, sitting on the ground. She too was covered in blood, her own. I'm alright, it's nothing. It did not look like nothing. I got an achievement, Arrogance? At that same moment, a bright light illuminated the arena. The sun became brighter, much brighter. Havas raised his head. He squinted, but still tried to look up. Akal himself rose from his throne. Lord of heaven and earth, masters of masters, the god in flesh, sovereign of Savvarah. Though Havash had only seen a menacing silhouette wrapped in bright rays, he knew it was Akal. All were silent. Even other masters who imagined themselves to be gods bowed before Akal's majesty. For your victory, I grant you permission to live. Havas did not notice the other lizards appearing in the arena. He was led to the dark underground corridors. Kira was also taken away. She seemed to have lost consciousness. Their journey through the tunnels was not long. Eventually they found themselves in a spacious dark room that was lit by numerous torches. What appeared to be slits in the ceiling. I was heard of the catacombs. They looked imposing, but like the underground city of Savvarah, or to be more precise, an enormous prison without cages or chains. Havish was left to himself, but Kira was taken elsewhere. Havish followed. Where are you taking her? To the healer. Do you have a healer here? Yes. Havish followed them, looking around. There were a great many lizards from all different tribes. The young, the decrepit, old, the healthy, the crippled. Some could even be taken for the dead. I was known many of the lizards were looking at him. They were whispering something, pointing in his direction. Others and the guards finally arrived in the right room. It was separate from the rest of the quarters, a cloth of gray light. There were numerous torches inside. The healer was a lizard from the Gara tribe. A short, big-eyed, and apparently no longer young. The lizard did not say a word to the healer. He was also silent. The guards just nodded to each other and went out of the room, leaving Hera behind. So you must be the one who jumped into the arena. You must be the one. That was me. Will she get better? I see. This is about her. Yeah? It is something none of us expected. Who are you? Call me Hill. I am a healer. Are you an arena lizard? The answer is both yes and no. I used to be a servant of Akal himself. He gave me the permission to go here a long time ago, with no hope of returning. So you're here by choice. I am. You don't fight in the arena, do you? I don't, but I can't leave this place either. Why did you come here? I'd hate to dig up old memories, brother. You don't need to be here. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone. Yes, exactly outside. I can't leave her. I can't help her now. You'll only distract me. Both of us did not want to leave Kira here, but Hill was right. He was no use to a healer anyway. Outside, a lizard from the Hakaran tribe was waiting for him. There was no doubt he was what Hill was talking about. You surprise all of us. Were you the one waiting for me? Right, I am ill. Hava. You watch the pit from here? The guards usually keep us updated, not to mention how much gossip you caused. Just let us get away from here. Lead the way. Why? I can't. I can't leave here. What about the female? No one will dare do anything as long as Hill is nearby. Why? Why can't we speak here? Lowered his voice to a whisper. Can't talking here. Look at all the lizards around us. You don't want them to listen. They did not walk long. Hill turned abruptly to one of the dark rooms. I was cautiously, fearing and accidentally run into something sharp. Wes was not afraid to be attacked. There was no point in hiding the mess if the masters wanted to dispose him. The smell was acrid and unpleasant. In these caves, the lizards apparently both slept and ate. There were bones rotting here and some bits of already inedible meat and fruit trampled into the ground. The Hill sat on the ground. Hush joined him. We had our doubts, but you impressed us. So much I convinced the others to initiate you. What are you talking about? You know, there are a lot of Savvarahs down here that don't want to die at the whim of other masters. And more of those who cowardly whisper about hatred for the masters, even in these caverns. You're whispering yourself now. I am. But the majority of just hopes are for their mercy. And I whisper just because I can't trust anyone, not even my own kind. But why do you trust me? You jumped right into the arena to save a female, knowing that such an act would not be forgiven. I can't help but trust you. And what is it you want? Well, some Savvarahs and I are going to run away, and I want to give you a chance to join us. Run away. Bush needs time to process what he had heard. Not to disobey, but to deliberately stand up against the masters. Is there any chance of success? Heavenus has seen their creators are capable of. Citizens of the City of the Sun were gods compared to Savvarahs. I understand. I really do. You think it's crazy. I was ready to accept death myself until I met an old lizard who was spending his last days here. He remembered the old wars with the Horns ones. I think he was the only one who survived to this day. He knew a great deal about our masters. The masters are not so powered outside of Savvarah, nor are they omnipotent here in Savvarah. We just need to get out of here without any of them finding out. How do you know it's true? And where is this lizard? Alas, he did not live to witness this conversation. And besides, to rot here or to believe it and try to escape, which one is better? Others did not know what to say. I understand you think about it, but we're leaving tomorrow night. There are risks that they will try to get rid of you as quickly as possible, but we are not going to run away tonight. Besides, you're not going anywhere without your female, are you? I am not. But wait. So you just trusted a dying old man? Of course, but hearing what he said, I wondered. Of course not. And you know everything suddenly fell into place. You must have seen the rising clouds above our land. There is indeed no limit to our master's power. Why do the clouds still exist outside Savvarah? Why do they exist at all? And that is not the only thing. I am from Savvarah. I can become almost invisible. My master once put me in charge of his gardens. That's where I began to live apart from the other servants, and at night I wandered around secretly, sometimes even in the master's house. My sorties were short at first, but soon I could walk freely around the house. Sometimes I climbed up to the ceiling and found myself very close to the masters. And I heard my masters and my mistress were telling their children in what they were discussing among themselves. I heard about the world outside Savvarah. I heard the winged lizards which even our masters feared. I hear that beyond the power of the masters there are some teachers who exist beyond the boundaries of our universe. I learned that this world is vast. I learned that we live within the confines of a small cage. I learned that we were all unfree. You and I, we are slaves. We are but pets of our master, but they are nothing more than slaves himself. The masters can't leave here. There is something here in Savvarah that even they're afraid of. Something in Savvarah that even though... What? What is this? So you don't know, I thought you understood. Oh. Yes, I can't go back. Okay. A call. Right, a call. It's a call to the ruler of sky and earth, the lord of the sun. The masters are slowly but inevitably getting older, yet he never changes. The masters are terrified of him. I heard that even he considered him a god on earth. My master was once discussing it with his brother in a low voice. He said that then Akal was the only disciple who knew all the secrets. And I have also heard that the masters walk on the ground or ride on pelican as to not to offend Akal. Only the Lord can walk over the earth. That is what my master said. Back then I decided I did not want to live in a cage anymore. I wanted to run away. I wanted to run away with one female, trust her, confided her in her. Elizabeth bit his arms, grinning quickly. Well, I was not as lucky as you. She wanted to be the eldest of the house, not a runaway lover. We deserve an animal life. Yes, perhaps. But I still want to see the world outside Savvarah. I wanted to feel free. What about you? Don't you want it? I do, otherwise I wouldn't have jumped into the arena. I'll give you time to think. I'm sure neither you nor your female are fighting. We'll be fighting tomorrow. Tomorrow you will give me your answer. Alright. Ugo left, and some time Hera sat in the darkness and silence. One step suddenly changed his whole life. Horace wondered what would happen if he decided differently. Kira would have been torn apart, and he would have gone back to Nair to board. He would have carried the master on his back, worked on the plantation, hunted, and master's son. Perhaps with proper care he would live to be Assad's age. Perhaps he would even be the main servant, however, to not dispose of any fault, and even without one. He did not remember himself in the moment of the jump. Those of the arena saw it some heroic impulse. They have no idea that he was just mad with fear. But he didn't feel that fear now. Reason told him that he should only be afraid, but Hurst refused to give in to panic. He sat in the darkness, disillusioned by light of many torches. Providence itself prevented him from falling into utter darkness, extending a pale hand to light to him. Escape is a crazy idea. The dream of free life outside of this sunny nightmare seemed so beautiful that Hurst unwillingly began to draw some possible landscapes in his mind. He can only guess that the world outside of his homeland looked like. Hurst stood up. He must get back to Kira.